Cardi B just sent BIA a major warning to keep her name out of her mouth after BIA threw shade at her for copying her. Now, BIA's been throwing shots at Cardi for over 2 weeks now, and Cardi is completely over it. The crazy thing about this is that BIA used to be the biggest Cardi fan, but she started acting weird after she and Nicki Minaj collabed back in 2021. Cardi initially tried not to give BIA any response since it was clear as day that BIA was thirsty for Cardi to clap back. But after several subtweets and accusations about Cardi being a thief, she's finally responding that she did not come to play. She even went as far as to threatening to leak several receipts so she could possibly destroy BIA's career for good. Okay, so this whole drama started when Cardi released her freestyle Like What. The song was met with a lot of criticism, with some people accusing Cardi of copying JT's look for the music video, and others just straight up calling the song trash and claiming that Cardi hasn't had any artistic growth since her debut album. However, what most of us weren't expecting was for BIA to also insert herself into the chat and start throwing shade unprovoked. Cause just a few minutes after the song dropped, BIA decided to be messy by accusing Cardi of copying her. Fans noticed that at the end of Cardi's song, she also teased another song that sounded very similar to a song that BIA had released a little while ago. Now, mind you though, both of these songs were sampled from Missy Elliott's song She's a Bee, but for some reason, BIA thought the best belonged to her, so she got to acting funny. She tweeted, "Y'all are sick," in response to fans telling her that Cardi stole her song. A fan told her not to fall for the Stan Wars by saying, "Don't fall for the Stan Wars, BIA. You going daily in real time. Love to see it." To which she replied and said, "Appreciate, lady." But at this point, Cardi had already caught wind of all the commotion, and she had a few things to say. She said, "Bees make a fool of themselves every single time. I'ma show you something when I release this song though." And she wasn't lying, because the very next week, she released her song Enough, and that's when the beef really took off. BIA immediately jumped on Twitter and started throwing hella shade at Cardi. She said I wasn't really her, and then they imitated. It's getting weird. Ask and you shall receive. At this point, Cardi was honestly over the antics, and she decided to jump on IG and give BIA a very strong warning to stop trying to start beef she can't finish. She claimed she has some really damaging receipts on BIA that could really mess stuff up, but she doesn't want to post them because she's hoping that BIA would wrap this whole thing up soon and let it go. However, if things keep going the way it's going and BIA keep talking crazy, she's gonna be forced to release them receipts. Now, she didn't explicitly name drop BIA in this rant, but the message was very clear, and it wasn't hard to point out who she was talking about.
I don't gotta keep proving myself or trying to make a point. You know what I'm saying? Especially to these bitches. But y'all getting me this close to dropping receipts on my projects and everything. Cause y'all getting a lot of nerves. And on top of that, not only that, but drop these conversations that I have with you. Cause honest truth, them conversations is embarrassing. You bitches gonna look crazy if I drop these conversations. Stop testing me. Stop trying me. You got my number. Stop doing internet shit. Cause once I start doing internet shit, it's not gonna be funny. You're gonna look crazy. Oh my mama. Cause there's a side of me that be like, you know what? I can't take the bait. But then there's another side of me that be like, you must think I'm and I'm tired of that shit. They're gonna make me drop receipts.
Now, it looks like this warning from Cardi really shook BIA up because she immediately stopped tweeting and went back to being quiet. Yeah, that's all it took for BIA to run back into hiding. But like I said before, a lot of people were initially surprised by BIA's attitude because not too long ago, she literally used to be Cardi's biggest fan. In fact, back in 2021, she congratulated Cardi on becoming the first female rapper to have a solo diamond certified single. She said, "If you're not inspired, you're not paying attention. You can at least be a fan of someone's work ethic, growth, and contributions. And I've been writing for 10 years. What she has accomplished is not easy. However, later that same year, she and Nicki Minaj collaborated on the remix of her song A Whole Lot of Money remix. And that is when people started to notice BIA switched up. Just before she jumped on IG Live with Nicki, people noticed that she deleted all of her tweets about Cardi so she could get in Nicki's good graces. For example, there was this tweet where she said, BIA is the new girl inspired by Cardi. Congrats to Cardi B for breaking barriers for the girls. I respect ish starters, not no ish typers. Cardi B, hello. And then there was this one tweet that she made after a fan said they would love for her to collab with Cardi, and she responded sounding all excited. The fan said, I need a BIA and Cardi collab, to which she replied to and said, I want to do some Spanish rap-ish with Barty. We would eat. So as y'all can see, BIA used to be all up in Cardi's mentions and making tweets about her every other day. But as soon as she collabed with Nicki, she started throwing shade. And once people called her out on it, she tried to backtrack by claiming that the reason she no longer attached herself to Cardi was because unlike Nicki, she and Cardi don't actually have a friendship in real life. She said she and Cardi had never had an actual relationship, so she doesn't see why people are making a big deal of her not mentioning Cardi anymore.
One thing you guys always say, you guys always talk about like other female artists or like other artists and me want to know like different things. It's like, can I tell y'all something? I'm a real person with real friends, right? So like if I'm not an industry girl. I don't have industry friends. If I'm friends with you in real life, then I'm friends with you in real life. If I'm not, I'm not. It's like, that's just what it is. If I'm not friends with somebody, you don't see me with them, or I'm not collabing with them, or we're not like, it doesn't seem like we're that cool, it's because they've even never had a conversation with me and I've never had a conversation with them. Just because we're both artists doesn't mean that we're entitled to be friends or that we're supposed to talk. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you go to school. Do you know everybody at your school? No. Do you care to know everybody at school? No.
And that's okay.
And that's totally okay. That's fine. No beef. It's no beef. I just don't know them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe we've never crossed paths. Maybe we don't care to go out of our way to cross paths because we're so busy with our own lives. Y'all gotta stop thinking that because we all make music, we all know each other. We don't.
Gotta be friends or gotta be enemies.
Yeah, we don't gotta be friends or enemies. We don't know each other, really. You know what I'm saying? How long have y'all been friends? Me and Jody have been friends. How many years we've been friends, Jody?
14 or 15, so what year? Like at least 8 years, so that's good.
Years. Like real friends right here. You know what I'm saying? Not industry friends, real friends. I like my real friends, you feel me?
I mean, I ain't even gonna lie, I kinda get where she's coming from with this, but considering her recent behavior and the very unprovoked shade, it seemed like she genuinely just doesn't like Cardi and wants to start drama for clout. Now, as usual, people had their own thoughts about this, like this person who said, let's be serious, who would want to steal BIA's song when nothing she do can even hit the charts by herself? Who really saying play that BIA? When somebody who already got awards and diamonds and golds gets blamed for stealing something from somebody who don't got nothing, gotta be an illness. Another person said, no shade, but the only song I've ever heard from BIA is her song with Nicki Minaj. It's not even that deep. Missy cleared it, that says it all. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Cardi threatening to expose BIA? And do y'all think BIA is a snake for switching up on Cardi? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.